Meet Norman.
Can't you be like other kids your age?
His parents don't get him.
He's probably up there fiddling with his Ouija or his orb.
Harry.
His sister doesn't like him.
You are such a loser.
And the kids at school
Look, it's Abnorman.
always pick on him. But he does have some friends.
Norman, wait up! I like to be alone. So do I. Let's do it together.
It's just that most of them
Good morning.
aren't exactly alive.
How's it hanging?
Haven't heard that one before.
Do you see ghosts like all the time? Who's a good boy? That's not his chin.
Zombies, yes, I'm a huge zombie fan. I always have been. I think there is something really remarkable about them because no matter how much time passes, there always seems to be new kinds of zombie movies, zombie stories to tell. And I think it's because the best zombie movies always have some kind of social commentary. And that was the approach in this. It was to tell a story about kids, for kids, that touched on bullying and fitting in, but actually do it as a zombie movie. Because then, you know, you're not...
Yeah. What's scarier, the kids at school or
That's
zombies?
the thing, it's the juxtaposition.
Oh, well, we have 7 in the group, like the 7 come out of the ground,
Yeah.
but there's copies of them because...
Yeah, there's duplicates.
Of each one, do you have to do it several copies or
Yeah,
just...
yeah, many copies
Because
of every puppet actually.
There might be numerous shots happening at the same time,
Yeah.
so you need them, and they need to be exactly the same.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, there's over 320 people working on this movie, and all of them are craftspeople and artists. You've got electricians, you've got carpenters, you've got metal workers, you've got costume makers. There's so many physical crafts that go into it. It's like Santa's workshop. Actually, the zombie thing, going back to that, we actually had our animators, because you know how a zombie moves. We all know what zombies are now, because they're everywhere. So there's certain things, like the foot dragging, you have to have that in the movie. So all our animators, they kind of did like a zombie boot camp, where they're all practicing walks on the camera, and we had to find a different way of walking for every one of our zombies, so they're all slightly different. Yeah.
And also they were designed as living people. Like sometimes we designed the zombie first and then worked out what they would look like alive, and then other times the other way. So you draw a living person and think, well, how would they fall apart? You know,
Right.
like so like their face. One guy, his sort of face fell off. His face fell off.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's such a magic. There's 3 reasons we're talking about it. One thing is that these puppets are inanimate. You know, in a way they are like these inanimate things that have been brought to life.
Like a zombie.
An animator puts a soul into the puppet, so that's right.
It fits.
It fits for that reason.
Is it inanimate?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah, they're inanimate. They were not dead because they were never alive, but they're just things, and then
Yeah, yeah.
suddenly they're alive. You know?
Something that you know you're going to do. So right at the start when you're planning this, you plan for it. We had a 3D script, which is kind of like a chart, so you know where to go. Because you know when the zombies arrive, you want hands coming through the screen. But apart from that, you know, when you're just in the normal world, you want it to be immersive. You want to invite people in, and I think that's something that's very beautiful about stop motion is that you can see that it's handmade. You can see the stitches on the clothes. You can see the imperfections, and it makes you want to touch it. So with the 3D, it adds to that because you feel like you could actually step inside the screen, and I think that's why it's a really good fit. You need to know exactly what you're doing for each shot. Otherwise, because with 330 people, if one person decides to do something different, then that has...
Exactly, everything else.
Yeah.
You have a little chance with mostly with the actors, you get a chance to try a few different ways to do things, you know. So because we get the actors, and we were lucky we got them together.
Yeah.
So they're all mic'd up and they do the script.
Now, to save his town, he'll need a little help.
Oh yeah.
I got you. Ow! This is getting completely out of hand! Is he dead or what?
And a whole lot of guts.
Is everyone alright? Nobody got bitten? I bit. I hung. Did that count?
This summer, you don't become a hero
Norman!
Norman?
This is so Norman.
by being normal.
It's weird because I mean, I wasn't writing it every day for 10 years. I came up with the idea about 16 years ago, and I just kept going back to it because I thought there was something really good there. Because it's been in here for such a long time, it doesn't feel real right now. I think it'll feel real on the day of release. On August 17th, it will probably hit me like a sledgehammer, and I will probably be ill and want to go to bed and cry.
Like, do you miss keep writing or?
I love writing.
But like that move, you know that.
I know it's kind of. But
Like,
that's the funny thing. Once it starts moving forward, like once you've given a character to an animator, it's been designed, it's become a puppet. And then an animator gets a performance out of it, you've got an actor doing the voice. It's not really yours anymore. It's become something else.
Yeah.
It's got a life.
Yeah.
So from a drawing to a puppet to the screen.
Yeah. And then the actor brings the voice to it. Yeah. We spend a long time listening to actors, and you know it's strange because you think you know an actor, but if you take their image away and you just listen to their voice, they're actually quite different. You know, like it's sometimes you think, oh yeah, let's get actor A because he's great, and then you listen to his voice and it's like, well, you know, actually
doesn't fit the character.
Yeah, it doesn't fit the character, or it doesn't have the magic. And then other people, they don't seem likely, like Christopher Mintz-Plasse, we had him be a bully in our film, and everyone's like, Christopher Mintz-Plasse is a bully? He's not a bully character, but actually he was perfect.
No.
I like that you can, because it's told very much from an 11-year-old's point of view. When you're 11, the kid down the lane who flushes your head down the toilet every day is more terrifying than a horde of zombies. So I like that idea that when you're young, monsters are just as likely to be the kid down the street
or the grown-ups.
I really like that, and it was kind of a fun exploration of what really is a monster, or what is your perception of a monster. It just seemed to fit. The two just fit very well together. Physically, I think that the tougher puppets are the big ones, but I think you've got characters like actually Norman. I would, to get into a character's mind, he's a complex character, and he's the only smart character in the movie. I think he's got to be smart, he's got to be shy, he's got to be 11 years old, and feel genuine, but he's got to be vulnerable, but he's got to be brave, and he's got to hit so much stuff.
And because there's so many of them, there's 28 of him, and he's in the film all the time, you have to 25 animators know how to make him feel like normal.
25 animators animating him.
Well, every one of them that touches him has to give a Norman performance, and that in itself is very difficult. Well, I mean, I think we talked about, finding the right voice for the right person, but in terms of actually casting them, we did approach it as a group, who would work with each other, and we were really lucky. We pretty much got everyone we wanted. It was actually a really easy part of the process.
There's nothing wrong with being scared, Norman. So long as you don't let it change who you are.
Paranorman.